want to talk to you a little bit about your other housewives on your show. So Phaedra who's the real Phaedra in your opinion? The religious kind of Southern Belle Phaedra, or the Phaedra who loves strippers and the bodily arts?
I like the Phaedra that is reading. And that is talking her trash. And I like the fun Phaedra. The Phaedra that's, oh, Lord, honey, hallelujah, child. Honey, I don't do that, child. I don't drink, honey. Where's my prayer cloth, honey?
You
like
really got a kick out of Phaedra at the reunion. I was watching you laughing at her the whole time. Did you see a different side of her that day?
I thought I saw Phaedra. I thought I saw the real Phaedra. And that's who I'd like to see. Phaedra and I have had our differences. But listen, I give it up when you need to give it up. I thought Phaedra was funny as hell. And I got to say, she read. And I liked it. I liked that she did it very cool and calmly.
Who do you think, because she and Kenya were at each other the whole time, who do you think came out ahead between the two of them?
I would have to say Phaedra.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought Phaedra read. But nothing was more genius than Kenya having a fan.
Right.
That fan was awesome.
The prop was amazing.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Looking back on the whole Kenya Walter thing in the rearview mirror, what do you believe at the end of the day?
I believe there was never a relationship, never. I believe what I've always believed, and I believe that Kenya and Walter had a pact coming onto the show, and it didn't work out in the end. And they were never in a relationship. I don't believe it. I never saw it with these two eyes.
What other Housewives series do you watch? Do you watch all of them?
I do not. I like Jersey, though. I like
Why?
New Jersey. I just think they're such gangsters. I mean, I just love them. I just think they're so entertaining to me. But you know what? They're getting a little too nasty.
Whose side were you on between Teresa and Melissa?
It switched. I was on Teresa's side, and I went to Melissa's side, and and then I didn't like either one of them at that point. I was just like, okay, now wait a minute. It's just gone too far. I feel for Teresa because it's something about being the first one in. It's just something about that. When you're the first one in on one of these shows, and then somebody comes behind you, it's sort of like, hold on, you need to respect the veteran. I was here first, and you came over here and started trying to play on my territory, honey. So I kind of side with Teresa in that area. Listen, Melissa, you came on her show. So you watched her on television, and you wanted to be on the show like she was. So, no, girl, take a seat now. You're not a veteran. So I'm with Teresa there. But I hate seeing their family because her brother seemed like he really, wanted to have a relationship with Teresa. It's just so weird. And then to have the mom and the dad involved, I don't like that.
What about, is there a kinship that you feel with Vicky and Ramona and the other women who have been on their shows from the beginning?
Like, I feel like we're the boss. I do. I feel like Vicky is the boss. Ramona is the boss. I'm the boss. You came on my show because you were watching me at home and you wanted to be just like me. That's why you joined the show.
Is there anything that what do you think you have in common with Vicky Gunvalson and Ramona Singer and Teresa and you that have made you all the women that are still on the show?
First of all, out of all of those women that you just named, all of us are original housewives. Not only are we original, I feel like we have a work ethic that is very different than the new girls coming on the show. I don't know if that's because we started in the beginning and maybe you had something to prove. I'm not sure, but I feel like all of us work our ass off. Like we are working insane. And so we relate there.
What about your personalities?
All of us definitely have big personality. We definitely have that in common. We really do. All of us are talking. Nobody can out-talk Ramona, though, by the way. Ramona can really talk and buck those eyes better than anybody. And we all have that in common. We all this is our show. And we feel some kind of way about it. That's another reason why I didn't want Kim to leave. I'm like, this is our show. How are you going to leave our show?
When you see those other housewives, what kinds of things do you talk about?
We used to just talk about what's really happening in your city. You guys really don't like each other. Really? Oh my God, I saw her the other day in the bathroom. Her skin is really dark. We just really gossip.
You attended the upfronts this year in April. What did you come away? What were your impressions of the other casts?
It's so weird. You can always look and tell who's divided because I'm in it. So I can look and see. A normal friend of mine, she could not come and see who's divided or who like each other. Right. You can tell when they're all posing on the carpet, how they separate. I watched New Jersey on the carpet. carpet.
And what did
And
you
I
see?
saw Teresa on this end and Melissa on that end. And you can always tell. You can tell when somebody said, let's take a picture, they all run into their positions. Like, my position is over here because I don't want to stand by her. I don't want to pose next to her. It's just really weird. And I know from being a housewife, I can look and I say, okay, they're not getting along.
What position do you take?
I'm the head of the class.
So you get in the middle?
I get in the middle.
Plonk.
Look, I'm the star. I'm the boss.
Do you consider yourself the star of the Atlanta Housewives?
Absolutely. Is there anybody else?
Plonk.
Okay, I am definitely it. I think when people think of Atlanta Housewives, they think of NeNe Leakes. I think when they say New Jersey, they say Teresa Giudice. I think they just say it. Like when I think of New Jersey, you don't just start rolling out you said Teresa, okay.
Caroline.
You definitely Caroline. There's a couple that you say when you say that show.
What were your impressions of the Beverly Hills cast at the upfront?
Very weird, honey. Very weird.
Why?
Lisa was there. She's looking really thin, and that's probably because of the Dancing with the Stars thing.
Yeah.
And Brandy, just a train wreck. Just a wreck. And then...
In what way?
She's just off the chain. She's just off the hook. With all the things that she has to say, and she's so talkative.
You ran into her after the upfront party. What kinds of things was she saying to you guys?
A lot of stuff that she needs to not say.
Like what?
She's going to get red. She is... just negative stuff, things like she thinks she's a gangster or something. She thinks that she can get in people's faces and say whatever she wants to say. Like, I like her when she's not drinking. So her drinking brandy and drinks don't work for me.
She was hanging out with you and Kenya and Cynthia a little bit. And what about the Orange County girls?
The Orange County girls are probably, for me, I don't connect with most of them for some reason.
Is that because they're white and blonde? And
no, I connect with all the other white blonde girls. What about the girls in Beverly Hills? I love them. We all, I know these girls, the Miami girls, all of them. It's just something about, I don't feel like a couple of the Orange County, like I almost want you to recast Orange County.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like, a couple of them could go.
Okay.
Like a couple of them are quite boring.
How many more years do you see yourself in the Atlanta Housewives?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I do happen to feel like I've like grown, like I feel like I'm in a different place, and I don't want to be like him and like I'm in a different place. Goodbye.
Right.
I want to do it like the right way, but I do feel like I've grown a lot. And I feel like some of the other girls are not growing at the same speed, which is okay. A lot of them just kind of just grow slowly. And I just feel like I've just grown. I will be around for as long as you guys will have me.
Coming up.
I look back on the show, I regret a lot of things.